What's going on, Leo? Welcome to your bonus love reading for November 2021. This is the Autistic Mystic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this reading, Leo, we're going to look at your person's current thoughts and feelings about you. We're going to look at what's holding you back from love in general. We're also going to get some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides for November 2021, all about your love life. So, Leo, I have already posted your general reading for November 2021. Definitely go check that out if you haven't already. And keep in mind, this is a general reading. So take the messages that resonate with you personally, leave behind the ones that don't. Also, be sure to check all your other signs for a full forecast of your November energy. With that being said, definitely smash that like button so that this reading can reach all the Leos that it needs to. It also helps me grow this channel. Without further ado, Leo, let's do 4 major shuffles for you. Pull the energy and see what's going on in your love life for November 2021. Let's go. As always, I want to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination. Love messages for Leo. November 2021. Love messages for Leo. November 2021. Love messages for Leo. November 2021. All right, Leo, let's lay out these cards and see what is going on here. Just so you know, we are going to clarify all these cards as well. All right, looks pretty intense here, Leo. Wow. Okay, so let's start off up top here. This top row, Leo, is your person's current thoughts and feelings about you. All right, so it seems like right off the bat, someone wants to rescue you from a certain tower situation. You see the Tower card and the Page of Cups here. You see how the Page of Cups is literally extending his hand to the people falling out of the tower here. So I feel like your person, they feel like you're going through a lot here. They can almost like look into your reality from an outside perspective and just see that maybe you're undergoing some sort of transformation or crisis. And I see someone that wants to help you out of it. Someone definitely here wants to offer you something. The Page of Cups is a wonderful energy when it comes to a person, how they feel about you in love. Like, the one thing I would say is that maybe this person is a little bit like flaky, like maybe they don't really have the traits of someone that would be like a potential life partner. But if you're just looking, whoever this person that you're thinking, whoever your person is, Leo, they're definitely interested in you with the Page of Cups. That's great. Now this Five of Wands, I feel like they feel like you got other options here. The Five of Wands is a card of like competition. Also, they're interested in kind of playing with you though, because the Five of Wands is about like kind of play fighting, like being a little flirtatious. So when you combine the Five of Wands with the Page of Cups, this person definitely wants to come in and have a super fun time with you. But you got to also be careful, because it's almost like that's a fun time, but it's almost like someone wants to play games with you, right? The Five of Wands is literally, it looks like these figures in the card are playing some sort of sport or game. And also when you combine that with the Page of Cups, I feel like this is somewhat of an immature person who may very well be the answer to your problem though. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't go with this person. This is, remember, just how they feel about you. So we're going to clarify in a second, but it seems like this person feels like they can take you out of a reality and really bring you into something better. So that's super powerful. I just do get the vibe that this person that you're thinking about, they may not have the qualities that you're looking for in terms of like a life partner, but maybe some of you guys aren't looking for a life partner. So I'm getting a super positive vibe from this right now. So now let's look onto this row, and this row, this middle row, is what's blocking you from love in your life. It's interesting. You have this Knight of Cups right here, okay, in the centerpiece to your reading about what's blocking you in the love department. Okay, so for some of you guys here, I almost get the sense like you're almost like waiting for your knight in shining armor here. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Maybe some of you need to like extend your hand to this Page of Cups as well, and like it's almost like the feeling is you need to meet someone halfway, especially with the King of Swords. What's blocking you, for some of you, you may be dealing with an individual with this King of Swords. This could be a father figure. This could be someone, a third party that kind of like watches over you and makes you feel like you're not really as independent as you would want to be. For others of you, and I really do feel like this is for most of you out there, Leo, this King of Swords is like, what's blocking you is a lack of decision making. The King of Swords is someone who knows what he wants. He goes out and he gets it. So I feel like it's almost like the lack of the King of Swords energy is what's holding you back. Does that make sense? For others, though, you might be a little too overbearing. There's always nuance. You got to take what I'm saying and how it relates to you. It's interesting how this Knight of Cups as well, you see how this figure in the card is almost marching into this Eight of Pentacles energy. So there's this feeling of like almost like you don't want to do the work is what I'm getting, like what's blocking you in love. There may just be a lack of like resources, like you may have issues in your career. Since this is in what's blocking you, some of you may be too focused on your career as well. The Eight of Pentacles is all about productivity, and some of you may be too focused on your career, but for a lot of you out there, I feel like it's this energy of what's blocking you is like not putting any work in, not really making a decision to be with someone, and then just waiting for your knight in shining armor to rescue you. I feel like the energy of here, what it's saying is like, you almost need to meet someone halfway and show that like, yes, I'm available. Not only that you're available, I feel like this person already knows that, but it's like, I'm willing to do something. This person might think you're like a flake, is what I'm getting. For some of you. So it's kind of an all over the place reading. I'm definitely reading for a lot of different Leos out there right now. So we're going to clarify as we move along, Leo, but it's super powerful. Now, let's move on to this bottom row. This is the message from your spirit guides, Leo. So there's some sort of tower moment that you got to end here. Your spirit guides are alerting you to the fact that a certain phase in your life is ending. It's over. And it's interesting that the King of Swords and the Tower would be right above this Ten of Swords. So some of you may be dealing with a figure that's controlling you in love in some way, shape, or form. It could be a third party, an ex, or even a father figure for some of you that like, even if it's not like actively ruling you, they rule your subconscious mind. So it's like, no, I can't go with that person because what would my dad think of me? Or what would my boss or this, what would my ex think of me? So there's some sort of ending here to the Tower and the King of Swords that your spirit guides want you to let go of this energy. And they want you to almost ride off into this energy with your new person. Now, you do also have the Nine of Swords here, the advice and message from your spirit guides. I feel like a lot of you guys have a tendency to expect the worst in relationships. I was actually having an argument with someone about this the other day, or like last night, where it was like, I pretty much challenged them and I said like, what percentage of your thoughts are dedicated to envisioning what you actually want to manifest versus just expecting the worst, expecting like your past relationships to go exactly like your new ones are going to go. Just because you had a falling out with someone in the past, it's almost like you're really afraid of someone stabbing you in the back here. But I feel like what your spirit guides are saying is like, I'm just going to be straight up with you. They're saying it's like, that always is what relationships are about. If you offer your love to someone, if you say, I want to be with you, even if it's for a one-night stand or for a long-term relationship, risk is part of the game. Your spirit guides are saying to you here, don't let this wounding of your past hold you back here, Leo. They want to let you know that it's part of the game. Okay, so if you're going to play a love game, you have to almost have this feeling of, you know who you are at your core. You're better than the way people treat you. That's what your spirit guides are saying here for me. But we're going to clarify in a second as well. And then you also have this three of cups here, Leo. So I feel like your spirit guides are saying you got to kind of go out and party. This literally may be saying for some of you, you got to get out of the house. You got to raise a glass. You got to party here. There's something about this row about surrounding yourself with a bunch of people, right? The Five of Wands and the Three of Cups. This is a gathering of a large group of people. I feel like that is something that can definitely improve your love life here, and maybe even like not be such a workaholic. Or if you don't, I feel like I'm reading for two different people. One set of people, you're a workaholic, you're blocking love from coming in because your back, look how this figure, like their back is literally turned to the love that wants to come in, right? So some of you are a workaholic in that way. Others of you, though, I feel like you have no work at all. Like you might be collecting unemployment or something, and you're just expecting someone to come in. And so your path is actually to get a little bit productive. So, like I said, I feel like I'm reading. You got to know who you are in this situation, Leo, right? I'm not just reading for one individual here. Like a private session tends to be just like streamlined because it's one person. This is for a multitude of you, which is amazing as well. So, Leo, let's go ahead and really get into your reading now. Let me make sure it's still recording. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards. I feel like the first card that we need to clarify, why is this Tower card here? For you, Leo. This could have to do with your work or lack thereof. Let's see though, Leo. Why is your person feeling like you have a tower moment here? Remember, this top row is how your person feels about you. So it's not actually maybe not true that you have a tower moment. It could just be a projection. But let's see. Sudden realization. This could be a sudden realization, by the way, that this person really has feelings for you. By the way, I feel like that just came through. For some of you out there, this person had a sudden realization that they really actually want to offer you something. And maybe for a long time they were on the fence, but for some reason the interest in you, they have to give something up to get to you. Others of you, they think you're going through a tower. Let's see. Why is this Tower card here in the person's thoughts and feelings for Leo? All right, so we have the Celebration card here. That's quite interesting. We have the Three of Cups again, and it's in a diagonal row. So the Three of Cups, the Tower is clarified by the Three of Cups here. All right, so I feel like for some of you out there, this person feels like you're just kind of... maybe some of you drink too much, or you go out a little bit too much, you party too much. The Tower moment, though, I feel like for some of you, this could be a feeling like this person is waiting for you to be at a party. I keep getting that feeling of party with the Three of... It's almost like you're going to have to meet this person in like a school environment, in a work environment, in an environment with other people. But the Tower is clarified by the Three of Cups. That's kind of an interesting clarification here. So let's go ahead and clarify this Page of Cups for you, Leo. Tell me more about this Page of Cups for Leo right now. All right, so we have the Understanding card. So there's someone who wants to get you out of your cage here. Like I said, like someone sees that you're in a cage here. Someone sees that you're in a tower moment that like even if you're celebrating, they can almost see through your facade. A lot of you, they're seeing through your shit. But this, by the way, this is like amazing. I'm not really here to call you out, Leo. Like I'm not here to break anyone's back. I'm just saying like this person obviously sees that you're going through some crap. And maybe you're like masking the pain of your crap with celebration. The person is like, this person, I feel like they read energy whether they know it or not with this Page of Cups here. So let's just put the Understanding card so you can still see this page because I think that's important. All right, Leo, so that's super exciting. You know, this person wants to offer you out of a cage. Whether or not you go with them is up to you. Now let's move on to what's holding you back in love. Let's go ahead and clarify this King of Swords for you. What's holding you back with this person with the King of Swords? That's kind of an interesting energy here. Some of you feel like there is a King of Swords burdening you. Could be an ex, like I said before. Others, though, it's going to be a lack of masculine forward-moving energy that would help you. But let's see, Leo. All right, so we have the Guilt card popping out of the deck, like a clear jumper, the Guilt card, to clarify what's holding you back. So a lot of you, I feel like for some reason, this has to do with an individual that you feel guilty about. You feel almost going with this person who's on your mind. For some reason, you feel guilty. So for a lot of you, this King of Swords is going to be an ex. For a lot of you. For others, though, this is a father figure, this is a boss, this is some sort of masculine presence in your life that for some reason you going with the new person that's going to court you here with this Page of Cups, it's almost like you feel guilty for it. Now, some of you, I'm getting the feeling of comparison. Like maybe you were with someone who was quote unquote stronger. I'm getting the feeling of like a shadowy, like masculine figure. Like this could be an ex who you used to be with who had really positive qualities. This person coming in is maybe like less mature, or like you get what I'm saying here. For some reason you feel guilty. You're letting someone hold you back, though. I would say release the guilt, right? If this person's no longer in your life, or even if they are, it's a father figure, for some reason you feel guilty to upset a King of Swords. Don't be afraid to upset the King of Swords, but obviously take it with a grain of salt. Know your life, right? Know what you have to do. But it's interesting energy here, Leo. So let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups holding you back? You know, that's an interesting energy. Like usually that's what propels you forward. I feel like it's what you're expecting the Knight of Cups to do, so you keep rejecting people before. It's just like this feeling of like you keep rejecting people before they even get a chance to get to you, and you turn your back on them and you're like, no, I'm pretending that I have this work, and it's like, no, I don't. Or it's like, even for some of you who do, you're turning your back on someone who could really love you here. And I feel like it's because you're projecting the past. It's almost like you're projecting whatever happened with this King of Swords. You're projecting that onto this new person, but this new person is their back to the King of Swords. Some of you, this could be the same person having a transformation coming back into your life, but I don't know. Let's see, why is this Knight of Cups here for Leo in what's blocking your love? It's an interesting frequency. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Leo and what's blocking love? Yeah, we have the comparison card. It's what I sensed before. It's so interesting, Leo. Comparison. So there's something about this person. You keep comparing this new person to someone else. You compare this person, and by the way, for some of you, this King of Swords is a fictitious character. I'm getting that. For some of you, it's like this is your ideal partner that you dream of. And so if you go for anything quote unquote less than what you think you're worthy of getting, you're going to feel like you're constantly comparing this person. But comparison, guys, Leo, comparison is literally the thief of all joy. It will ruin your life. You have to be like a monk. You have to be like Buddha. You have to be Zen and understand that there's infinite depth to every single human being. So there's an opportunity here for you. And once again, the comparison card is also coming up here because you keep comparing this new person to how your past relationship went, and you're projecting a nightmare. Leo, you don't actually fear the unknown. You fear what you project into the unknown here. So what's blocking you, clear as day, you have mind, the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords in this Osho Zen Tarot deck. So this is mental energy, your thoughts, right? And look down here, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. You have all this mental energy. Your mind is too active here, Leo. That's what's holding you back. If you can get into your heart, remember the 3 of Cups with the Tower. It's almost like there's people that can take you out of this tower, Leo. Get out of your head in any way you can is what I would suggest there. Because there's someone who genuinely wants to have a good time with you. Once again, I don't know if they're really going to be worthy of your... I feel like your suspicions are grounded in reality. I don't think you're crazy for what you're feeling, Leo. Not at all. I just think that maybe you got to give this person a shot, right? So let's move on to the messages from your spirit guides here. Let's clarify this 9 of Swords, because I feel like it already was clarified, but I want more information on that. Because this is like nightmares. This is really focused too much on the past and then projecting the past into the present. Let's make sure this is still recording. All right, brilliant. We're good. Why is this 9 of Swords here for Leo? Why is this 9 of Swords here? All right, yeah, we have trust. So this is trust issues. The trust card wanted to pop out. So your spirit guides are saying it's like you can't trust anyone. You have trust issues. You can't trust this 9 of Cups. Once again, not calling you crazy, Leo. This person very well may not be worthy of your trust, but the frequency of this whole reading is like, you got to find that one out for yourself. And if you live in your head, you're going to live in regret. And I'm here to minimize your regrets. By the way, I'm not here to give you clarity. A lot of times, like, tarot readers are here to give you clarity. I certainly am here to give you clarity. But I'm a mystic. I'm a spiritual counselor. So my job is to confuse you. My job is not to give you clarity in some situations. My job is to confuse you, because I'm not here to give you any answers about you should do this, you should do that. I'm here to make you consider. So consider that you're lacking trust, right? So let's clarify this. I feel like we got to clarify all these on the bottom. Let's clarify this Ten of Swords. Why is that here from your spirit guides? I feel like this could have to do with the King of Swords up top, or the Tower. King of Swords keeps coming out in my reading. Why is this Ten of Swords here for Leo? This is advice and messages from your spirit guides. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Leo? All right, we have the Patience card here. Patience. All right, so there's a certain situation here where I feel like this is, it's like you almost have to be patient to let something heal. Like, don't expect yourself to start trusting people overnight. Final card we're going to clarify, Leo, is this Three of Cups here. Why is this Three of Cups here for Leo? Advice from spirit guides. I might title this reading, If You Never Try, You Will Never Know. You got to give this guy a shot. I would really say that for you, Leo, for your November bonus love reading. Why is the Three of Cups here for Leo? All right, yeah, we have the Creativity card. This is interesting. This is like the Empress card. So this is you getting into your divine feminine energy. Even if you're a guy, I don't really like to read for genders because we're all a soul who encompasses a lot of both genders, or whatever, right? So you have to be creative to find fun here. It's almost like really the energy is to like get out there, like go with this person, let this person take you on a journey here, and don't let your mind hold you back, right? Don't let concerns and you have to discern, is this a genuine intuition about guilt or about this negative mind, or is this genuinely a projection and I should trust it? I feel like honestly you guys should trust this person. You should at least go on a date with them, because they are going to offer you someone is going to offer you something in November, Leo. So with that being said, I hope you guys appreciated this reading. It was a little bit of a different style. Let me know if you enjoyed it below. With that being said, I hope you have a great November, and let me know what happens with you and this person. All right, Leo, I will talk to you on your next reading. This is the Autistic Mystic. Peace.